Hi, I'm Bonnie Lynn Linke and welcome to Stamping with Bonnie Lynn. Today I'm going to show you how to make what I call a pocket card, and we're using the Sweet Songbirds stamp set, which is such a cheery stamp set. I really enjoy it. Also, we are using mint macaroon cardstock, and the designer series paper is from the Hostess package of paper, which is in the 22-23 annual catalog for Stampin' Up. And if you host a party, an online party, or one with your demonstrator locally, you have the option of ordering this big packet of paper for $18. Okay, so we'll take the stamp set and set it aside. And let me show you the card. You just pull it out, and this is the scallop contour die set. And then I decorated it. This is great if you're traveling, just to jot somebody a thank you note if they do something special for you, or to mail to a friend who is feeling down and you just want to cheer them up. What better than this cute little bird? Okay, now for my bird, I used the punch. It is the Songbird Builder Punch, and it's in the annual catalog. And I just took a piece of cardstock and I punched out the bird and the wing in daffodil yellow cardstock. That's the wing is right here, and this is the bird. This right here is his belly. And we have the cutest little finches out at our bird feeder, and they have black on them. They're really bright yellow, but they're underneath is black. So that's why we got a black belly. And this one right here that looks like a heart will be his beak, and we'll use pumpkin pie paper for that. Okay, so let's get started. We start with a piece of 8.5 inches by 11 inches cardstock. And this is mint macaroon, and it takes the whole piece. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take your paper trimmer and lengthwise on the 11-inch side, you want to score it at 5.5. And then you want to turn it and you want to cut it at 4.25, just like you're making 2 card bases. Go. And now we're done with that. Oh no, we're not. The most important part. Okay, now to get this opening, we have to trim 1 inch, one side of each of these diagonally. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this one first, and it's gonna fold like so. So we wanna trim this one this way. So I'll try not to put my head in. We're gonna line the arrow, the point right here on this track on the trimmer, and then this one wants to be on the track also. And this way we get the cut we need so that it looks just like so. Now we want to do this one too, and what's going to happen is we're going to glue the backs like this. So as you see, we have that one this way. Now we want to cut this one so it's going this way. You always want to double check and make sure you're cutting it the right way. And again, you put this down corner in the track, and you put this upper score line in the track. And just take your time and make sure they're both where they're supposed to be. And you slice them off. And then we don't need these again. Now, if I was gonna make a mint macaroon bird, I would have waited to punch my bird, but I'll use the paper for something. I just don't know what right now. Okay, so we're done with our trimmer. Now I'm gonna get my glue, and I'm gonna get my bone folder. I'm gonna burnish that edge. And I'm going to burnish this edge. And you can see how they're just going to fold like so. So I want to glue the two back pages together. Now I can use tape because I do enjoy using my tearing tape a lot more than glue, because with glue there's no forgiveness. If you make a mistake, you start over. But this here is pretty straightforward. There we go. It looks pretty even. Okay, and you can see in the back where they go together. That's okay. Okay, and we are not done with our paper trimmer because we need to take our designer series paper and we need to cut it to go on these folds. Now, if you want to have the same paper on each side like this one, then you need 2 pieces of 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I'll show you why. But if you're okay with putting one design on one side and another design on the other side, then 1 piece will do it. And again, you're gonna take the long way, and you need to cut from corner to corner. Just like so. Okay. Now I'm not using this paper on this card because I already have my paper cut, because when I cut it for the card I showed you, it gave me 2 more pieces. But I just want to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this piece will fit here like so. And then, as you can see, this half cannot turn and fit, but if we turned it over, it would fit just fine. So this would make a beautiful card on its own like this, but it's not what we're doing today. But I just wanted to show you that. So I did cut it, as you can see. I cut the paper this way. Now I want to show you something. If you want the same paper on both sides, which I have. Oops, let me see something. Okay. Which I have for this right here. I have the other 2 pieces, which are one, since you cut that way the first time, for the second time, you want to cut it down on your full piece of paper. You want to cut from this corner to this corner, and that way it will give you the right pieces for your card. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So here I have this, and what I'm going to do is I am now going to glue these pieces on. And I'm not going to put it on the cardstock because there is a little bit of a border, so I'm just going to put my glue right here. Now, if you have any questions about what I was saying, because I realize I might not have said that real clear, feel free to leave me a comment and I will try to clarify best. You can email me at Bonnie@stampingwithbonnielynn.com is my email address. And I will do my best to get back to you. And if you email me and want to talk to me, just leave me your phone number and I'll call you. All right. Now my hands are sticky. Let's see, and this piece is going to go here like so. I think the reason why I don't like working with glue all that much is because I have got to be the messiest person there is with it. Okay, and now we're going to glue this one in place, leaving a little border. It's about an 1/8 inch border on all sides. Oops. Okay. There, close enough. Okay. And so, yeah, my hands are all sticky. I apologize. Everything's going to be sticking to me now. Okay, I wasn't done with that glue. Let me see. Okay, now we need to make the envelope part of the card. So what we're going to want to do is I'm going to want to take glue and right along this edge, you don't want it to go up high. You just want to put a very thin line. Like so. You could use tape too, but if you do, make sure you have it real close because you don't want to take up much space or you'll need to use a smaller note card. Okay, and then you lay this down. The side that you want laid down, you put down first. So that's what I did. Okay, and man, this glue is sticky. Okay, now I got to glue this down. And what I need to do is I need to figure out where my line is. I don't want to get any glue whatsoever where the paper is not going to go. So I'm just going to put it along here. And it goes like so. Now this goes all the way to the point. So I'm going to take my glue and put it down here because it comes down in a point. And I need that to stick all the way down. There we go. You want to be careful that you don't get any on the inside because if you do, then your pocket will be glued shut. Okay. Excuse me just a second. I was actually looking for my my scrubby off the camera here, my shimmy to wipe my hands on. Okay, so we got that. Now we want to put our bird together. And yes, I continued to use glue on this. So we're going to use a little bit of glue on the belly underneath part of the bird. And I do have the silicone mat right here because if I get glue on it, it's very easy to clean off. Much easier than my desk. Okay, we'll just glue that on like so. And then I want to put his wing on. And for his wing, I did use a dimensional on one of these that I made, but I didn't like it that high up. So I decided to use a glue dot. And I liked that a whole lot better. And the wing can just kind of go wherever you want it to. I have it sticking off a little bit off the back. And then we need some eyes. And there is a stamp for eyes that are open and some that are kind of like sleeping. We're going to give him the open eyes. And I'm stamping the eyes in Early Espresso. So we'll put those right there. And that was my Early Espresso ink. And then we're going to take the glue. We're going to put a little dab right where his beak goes. My glue's almost empty, and that's kind of a big spot. But this glue does dry clear, so that's nice. And then just position the beak how you want it. So there's the bird. So we're gonna let him dry. Okay. We'll go back to the card. Okay, now the inside, I already stamped it. I stamped the branch. I stamped the leaves. That's all one piece in mint macaroon, and then some flowers in the daffodil yellow. I will show you on the envelope in a couple minutes how I did that. Okay, so now we want to put this together. So everybody has a different way they do it. What I did is I took one of my glue dots and I put it on the top part of the underside of my nest. And then I just figured out how I wanted my bird to sit in there, how far down, because I'm going to punch this up with glue dots. I'm sorry, not glue dots, but dimensionals. Okay, and don't put the dimensionals up too high because you might want the head to go above this little V. And yes, I use a lot of dimensionals. Then I want a little mini one to put back here on the tail. Okay. Okay, and I think I might have been off camera when I was doing that, and if so, I apologize. Okay, and then we just put this down where we want it. And I probably should have had him turned a little bit more, but that's okay. He's just anxious to be on his way. Okay, now what I did is I used the bow punch that's in the annual catalog, the 22-23 annual catalog, and I punched out some leaves and whatever these are called out of vellum. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and use glue dots. I'm going to put them on the underneath side of the leaf. And I'm going to stick some in here. And you can do as many as you want or as little as you want. Let's see. My hands are so sticky that everything is sticking to them when they shouldn't be. There we go. We'll just add another one with one of these. There we go. And then I'm gonna wait to do the other side because of how sticky my fingers are. But so you can see what I'm gonna do. Okay, and then I already did this. And what this does, it just slides in. If you glue it right, it will just slide in. This is the largest of the contour dies. Okay, so on this one, I took some opal. Let me make sure I get the name right. I used opal rounds, and I put a couple on the envelope, and I put one on the inside greeting page. But on this one, I'm taking the new 21, 23 in color opal rounds because they have a little bit more color. And I know this one is pale papaya, but I really liked it, the size of it better, to go in these daffodil centers. I could probably use, well, let's see. How about a polished pink on this one? Oh, that's cute. And then I'll just add, this is the soft succulent. I'll just add a couple of these on here too. Down in the corners. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's how you make the pocket card. Isn't that cute? Oh, and I did stamp the bird's nest in soft suede on Sahara sandpaper, and then I cut it out. I used my brother cutting machine to fussy cut it out, but if you don't have a cutting machine, which a lot of us probably don't, then go ahead and just use your paper snips and cut around it and leave some jagged edges around the nest to make it look more realistic. Okay, now I told you I'd show you how I did the envelope. Here is my Stampin' Mat, purse mat. It gives some padding because these are the photopolymer stamp set. And so you want to have some padding under these when you're stamping. And the colors I used was Daffodil Delight for the flowers. I used soft suede for the branch. And I used mint macaroon for the leaves. So I did the branch first. And the soft suede. So just tap it a couple times. Have a piece of paper under here because you're going to stamp off onto, it won't all fit on the envelope the way I'm doing it. Okay, so we'll set that one aside. Now we'll do the leaves. And I wanted to show you the stamp. The leaves for both of the branches are already together, so you don't have to figure out how to do it. You just put it on, put your ink on. I probably had this go kind of far out. Put it at the end of your branches, just like that. And then I'm gonna take my little flower stamp, and these are all in the Sweet Songbird stamp set. And I'm gonna just put some flowers right up here. There you go, and there's room to address it. You can still mail it, there's plenty of room. And that is the stamp set. Isn't this such a cute card? I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please click like. And if you would like to leave a comment, I'd like that. If you would subscribe to Stamping with Bonnie Lynn, I'd really appreciate it. You will also find us on Pinterest. You will find us on Facebook and Instagram. It's Stamping with Bonnie Lynn. And my website is stampingwithbonnielynn.com. My pop-up to sign up for my emails is not working. I'm trying my hardest to get it fixed, but until it is, if you'd like to receive my twice weekly emails, just email me, Bonnie at Stamping with Bonnie Lynn, with your email address, and I'd be happy to include you on the list. And I also email you when the new paper pumpkin, what it's going to be, and anything special. But I try to keep it to 2 a week and occasionally 3 a week. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day and happy stamping. Bye.